What's up, Tito? So let's do a complete multi-time frame analysis of some of the Euro pairs that is currently giving us trading opportunity: Euro AUD, Euro NZD, Euro JPY, and Euro CAD. Let's see what kind of trading opportunity currently we have in all these four Euro pair. Now, what you see on the screen, this is the 4 hour time frame, and we see a significant trading opportunity in this time frame on the 4 hour. Now, before we discuss what it is, let's do a complete multi-time frame analysis of all of them. Then we will come back to this time frame to see how we can trade them. Now, starting with Euro AUD. Now, Euro AUD, if you look at overall bigger picture, this is a downtrending market. Now, how do you know a market is in an uptrend or in a downtrend? The only way you can reliably identify the market trend is from the market structure. So what is the downtrending market structure? When you see a market creating a series of lower high and lower low, this is the language of the market, which what we can say that a downtrending market. Now, if you just draw a level on this one, you could see that this support it could be tested as resistance, and this support could be tested as a resistance, and this is what the language of the market and the downtrending market structure works in this manner. Now, if you analyze this Euro AUD monthly overall bigger picture, we see the same thing starting from here. This is the move impulse followed by this correction, and then we have seen another move followed by this correction, and in this correction what we have seen, the price tested this previous support here as a resistance, and then it came down, went above, again came, created this move, and then what we have seen, the Euro AUD this current month went above, tested this previous support as a resistance, and we see that Euro AUD now rejecting down. If you take this out, then we see that the exactly what we discussed, this is the downtrending market creating a series of lower high and lower low, and every time the price is testing this previous support as a resistance, previous support as a resistance. So this is a typical downtrending market, and so when you see a bigger picture downtrend, selling is always a good idea. So what we see currently on the lower time frame, let's see on the weekly what's happening. Now on the weekly we see that first of all there was a strong breakdown with this weekly candle followed by this doji. Now back to back, now 4 weeks we have seen that Euro AUD is dropping. This current week candle, we see that as after opening the week, after little retracement, we have seen that Euro AUD started to drop. Now, looking at the daily time frame, we see that past day there was a doji. This is a typical doji, and after this kind of doji, what we can expect is to continue to drop, because you can see that there was a big drop happen followed by this doji. That means the buyers not finding enough fuel to take the price to the upside, and we see on the daily time frame there is quite a few false breakout with this doji. On the daily time frame you can see there is a pin bar here that has crossed almost quite a few days high, tested this daily 20 period moving average, and then closed as a pin bar. So once this candle we have seen, we can expect now a couple of candle to come down, and also we have seen there is another false breakout here also on the daily time frame, crossed these dodges high, tested this, and then again closed as a bearish candle. So all this signaling us for Euro AUD for further drop. Now if we see the latest monthly support, we can expect Euro AUD slowly at least to come around to this level of support this month or next month. So there is a big move still waiting for Euro AUD. Now this is the 4 hour time frame where we see that the price action is entirely bearish. You can see that this kind of price action is basically a strongly bearish price action. You can see every time the price was creating series of lower high, and sometimes there is some fake move to the upside that's grabbing liquidity, hunting the stop loss, and then dropping again, coming up, dropping, going up, dropping. Now at this point what we see that the price here after this big drop on the 4 hour, we have seen significant retracement with this green candle, tested this previous support here as a resistance, and we have seen again a deceleration and creating a series of lower high. And now currently this current 4 hour candle, we have seen that This is going to close after 1 hour, but it looks like that it is creating a bearish candle. So that could be a breakout from this triangle. Now, if you draw this structure here, you can see that there is a drop. So drop followed by this triangle. Now what we have seen a false breakout on this triangle at the top. Now we can expect the price to melt to the downside, break this triangle, continuation pattern to continue to drop. And that is what we are doing with our VIP students now currently, watching the price section for potential shorting opportunity from this zone to the downside with a high risk to reward ratio. This is on euro AUD. Now most Europeans may behave in the similar fashion. Now if you look at the euro NZD, this is the 4 hour time frame, we can see that similar kinds of price action we have seen with this 4 hour back to back two dodges, tested this 4 hour 20 period moving average twice, created a lower high on the 4 hour, and then it has created a complete head and shoulder. And then what we have seen that from here a drop. So this is also strongly bearish market. And now back to back two dodges with head and shoulder and test of 20 period moving average. And then as a result, we have seen that euro NZD is continuing dropping. Now looking at the bigger picture on this one as well, same thing like euro AUD, we see that this is also a strongly bearish market. This is a bearish engulfer on the monthly, which is closing tomorrow, and we could see that euro NZD continue to drop further, high probability that it will come down for further down. So weekly as well, we have seen after the previous week's doji a drop daily. Same thing. Yesterday, the previous day, we have seen a rise that is basically a retracement to the upside. Now from here, what we can expect that euro NZD to continue to drop. Now both of them are bearish, euro AUD and euro NZD, whichever giving us best opportunity, we will take it. We'll consider going short any one of these from this zone with a high risk to reward ratio. This is for euro NZD. Now euro JPY. Now euro JPY a little bit of different, but still it's look like this one also strongly bearish. The reason is it's a bit different is if you look at the bigger picture, euro JPY long term is bullish, while euro NZD and euro AUD is bearish. Euro NZD is bullish, but what we see this current monthly candle, there's a strong drop. Now this is there is a probability for further drop. The reason is if you look at overall market structure on euro JPY, starting from here impulse correction, there is another big impulse followed by this correction. Now in this correction, what we have seen, the price tested this previous resistance as support, and we have seen this movement. Now because the market is overextended quite a few months, strong rise. Now what we can expect that euro JPY to come back to this level of support again, to test this previous resistance as a support. So with that in mind, we can expect now further drop to continue its pattern. As you know that this is an uptrending market, so you see that the price tested here resistance as a support and then went above. Now we can expect the price to do the same, come down again, test this previous resistance as support, and then continue to rise. So with that in mind, let's draw this level, and we can expect now euro JPY as well to come down. Now looking at the weekly, past week we have seen a pin bar, and this is what exactly I mentioned in my weekly forex forecast also. After this pin bar, what we can expect that the price to melt down to this level or even further lower than this. So there is a probability for dropping on euro JPY as well. Daily, we have seen a nice bearish price action. There is a daily doji here, created a false breakout here to the upside, grab the liquidity from this resistance. We have seen that euro JPY broke down, closed as a pin bar. Now from this zone, we have seen a drop every day. The price was going up and down, but basically is decelerating and creating a series of lower high along this line, and we can expect now euro JPY to continue to drop in this direction. Now if we look at the 4 hour time frame, we see that past two candles in Asian session, with this one here there is a strong bearish engulfer. followed by another bearish candle. Now this one is very very strong. Why? Because you see there is no wick at the top, and we can see that kind of head and shoulder has been created on this one as well. Now this current 4 hour candle, this one is look like the buyers not getting enough fuel, so that means that from this zone we can expect now euro jpy to continue to drop. Now we could see a stronger drop on this one as well, because you see the back to back two drop followed by weaker retracement means that there is further stronger drop may happen. So this is what we are doing now. Currently we are already running a trade on euro jpy, and we could add up if we find further trading opportunity on this one as well with our students. Now looking at eurocad, now these all are same kind of pattern. You see that eurocad, this is the current 4 hour candle. This one also a bearish engulfer, still 47 minutes from the time of recording, but looks like that eurocad will do the same. Might just create a little bit of uprise, completing a head and shoulder here, and then we could potentially see that eurocad also coming down. So this all these euro pairs that we are considering watching now for potential shorting opportunity. As soon as we will find to satisfy all the rules of our strategies, we'll consider going short with these euro pairs with a high risk to reward ratio with our students. Now if you find value in this analysis, then give a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you soon in my next analysis.